Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and today we are back to the East Wall. And well, there's plenty of stuff we need to do. First of all, we'll need to defeat some orc searchers. Here we have the first one of them. Oh, the second one and the third one too. Oh well, this was fairly easy. Okay, so we need to talk to Mansig, but we can remove this quest from here. What else? Find an orc wielding a stolen sword and take it from him. And I think that was one of Mordor orcs, if I remember correctly. What I'm not sure about if it's any orc. No. It's an orc really close to the camp of the Argonath. Oh well, we'll deal with that later. What now? Okay, here we'll need to find fallen saddlebacks. And I think this is the waterfall that Ratwolf mentioned, but what I'm not sure about is if we need to take the water from here, or maybe from the base of the waterfall. So I think we'll need to take a quick drop in here. On. Oh no, it seems I was looking at the wrong waterfall. So maybe we can try with this one in here. This is the waterfall mentioned by Ratwolf. Okay, great. We just need to find the saddlebacks. Okay, so no, it wasn't as bad. We still need to find two specific orcs. One is to the south, one is to the north. So that might take some time, but other than that, seems to be going pretty well. Okay, so these are the orc corpses Ratwolf mentioned, the ones we needed to avoid. And here is the last saddleback. Yeah, now we just need to find Otlak's arrow on one of the orcs that fled south, and the other is sword on one of the orcs that fled to the north. Okay, here is it. Before the entrance to a dark cave lies the body of a fallen orc. It seems to have succumbed to its wounds before reaching the dark safety of the cave mouth. Embedded in its leg, you find a red-fletched arrow. This must be Utlak's prize tarot, which you take. So I am assuming Utlak, will then have me come back to this cave, because yeah, here we have Isteron. Maybe, I'm not sure. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna... Oh, it feels so good having you back, my good old pal. Once again, nothing against the Tomb Laws. He was a great companion, and he helped us a lot. But I like to think Tomb Laws would feel more comfortable being back in Lothlorien. After all, that was a horse given to us by the Golden Host in Mirkwood, and it's pretty safe to assume they didn't find that horse in Mirkwood. They bring that horse from Lothlorien, and they gave it to us when we got to Kindred with the Golden Host. But now that we have Limbot back, I think Tumlos can also go back home to Lothlorien, and he will be very happy inside. But we are finally riding our trusty Limbot once again. And yes, we don't have our Citadel Guard armor, not yet, at least. You might remember Saruman took that from us. But our time will come, don't you worry about that. For the time being, we'll just ride north, find that stolen sword. I think we'll need to be entering one of these orc camping here. Oh my god, finally. Solar deposit. Where have you been? Heavy ornate cash? Yeah, I'm gonna pick that one. Second now. This guy over here. Early orc. Okay. Collected the stolen sword. I think that's basically it for the moment. I'm not sure if we will need to get back to this camp. Maybe we will need to do so. Just like most likely Utlak will ask us to investigate that cave the orc was heading towards, and then that's what we will continue doing. Have some scroll cases in here. Kalinar Caltrops, already have that one. This axe, already know. And this one I already know too. Nothing too major. back to camp. So good. Okay, here we are.
You say the orc died in front of a cave entrance?
You found it! Ah, look at this arrow. It is the very best one I possess, and it was foolish of me to lose it as I did, but I was angered. Thank you for returning it to me. I will use more care in the days ahead not to waste it. I want to make sure it is spent on a worthy opponent, not on some retreating orc. You say the orc died in front of a cave entrance. I am curious about this cave you discovered, Beriathan. What more can you tell me of it?
We don't know what might lie within that cave, but that fleeing orc wanted to get there.
We do not know what might lie within that cave, Beriathan, but that fleeing orc wanted to get there. I think you should go back to the cave mouth and investigate. You should finish helping out around camp first, of course. I do not want to deprive my friends of your aid, Beriathan. Go investigate the cave once everyone here is satisfied and our camp is prepared for whatever the orcs may have in store for us. But yeah, he will send us to the cave eventually.
You have done well.
I can now provide food and water for the horses under my care, for a time. I thank you. You have been a great help not only to me but to Lankmanu, Switlik, and the other men and horses as well.
I do not need to know what they were looking for to be glad they have not found it.
You did well, Beriathan. Keep aiding my men. What is good for Rohan is good for all people of this land.
Ah, you did it! I will hold on to the sword for now.
Ah, you did it! Very good, Beriathan. It brings joy to my heart to know that Orc will no longer wield this stolen sword. Now, who did he steal it from, I wonder? Wilfred takes the blade and examines it carefully. I would say it is from Gondor, though it does not have much in the way of ornamentation. I will hold on to it for now. It could use a good cleaning. Perhaps it will drink orc blood again, as it was intended to do. Thank you, Beriathan, by wresting it from the clutches of that orc. You have restored a measure of this blade's dignity.
You do not think I remained here in idleness, do you? Because I did not.
You do not think that I remained here in idleness, do you? Because I did not. I went hunting as well, but I did not hunt stag or elk or fowl. Nay, my hunt was for the foes of my people, the orc and the uruk. In the woods I found two such creatures discussing a recent battle. I thought they spoke of the orc ambush that troubled this very camp, but then they spoke of a mighty hero that cut down dozens of their number. At that moment, I leaped from the concealing bushes and slew them, shouting, "Your sorrow, he returns." Afterwards, I decided they probably spoke not of me, but of another. There is another glade to the far southeast of here, at a narrow place between the cliffs and the Great Lake. That might be the one of which they spoke. Go there and see what there is to see. I want to know what happened to this hero mightier even than Wilfred. And this is the point in which the epic and the landscape question meet again. But it seems we were not sent to that orc camp to the north. Maybe we'll go there eventually, but not for the moment. Our road takes us south. Once again, we are gonna first look into the cave, and then look for the glade and everything else. About to hit level 76 too, which is really exciting. It's been a long while, let me tell you, since we had leveled up. Like, during the Isengard days. I remember when we were doing the quests inside the Ring of Warthan. The Ring of Isengard, sorry, and the Town of Warthan. But yeah, a long while. But here we are growing our power once again. I obviously intend to enjoy the journey as much as I can. So I had some concerns about Rohan that I'm sure I told you about before, but I think that is a matter to touch upon later. We've not come to that point yet. So let us just enter the cave. You see a man in the cave, but he is busy thinking and does not acknowledge you.
Hmm? Oh, I did not see you approach, but here you are.
Well now, a man, is it? It is. Ah, you are a welcome change from the orcs, I tell you true. There is no shortage of those creatures down here, and they are interfering with my studies and my enjoyment of this journey both. With your help, I imagine they will be less of a problem. My companions are still above ground and are unavailable to help. I cannot imagine Rodwen even realizes I am missing. Perhaps she is the one who is missing. Yes, that sounds more reasonable.
Orcs and insects. Insects and orcs.
If I were studying either of these things, this cave network would be a dream come true. But sadly, I am not. My studies are more esoteric than those trivialities, but they are endangered by the dangers in this place. My friends have a camp near the grassy lawn of Parth Galen, if you know where that is, and they have decided the orcs in the east wall are too dense for us to proceed northwards. I left them to discuss what to do next and found my way to these caves. Why not explore while they determine the next course of action? I learned quickly that the water is very treacherous. Try not to fall in because you will not come back out. I entered this cave network from what must have been the southernmost entrance, and from my exploration it appears that there are 3 entrances to this network, as well as 3 side tunnels. Explore those 3 side tunnels and tell me what you find, and I will reward you with the twin gifts of knowledge and of gratitude, and perhaps a more monetary gift as well. Alright, so here we have met Isteron. As he has told us, he is part of a larger group. By this fellow beside him, you can tell he is a lore master. So this is actually... Where are you, Garlic? Okay, so this is actually another fellowship that we have come across that we will also come to help, which is very similar to the last fellowship we found in Photo Hill. In a way, I like to think of it as an update to that quest line because it does include some classes that were not available during the initial time of the last fellowship. But it's basically a very similar concept. You find this fellowship across your travels, and they have quests for you, and their personalities are very in line with what each class is. I have great memories of this fellowship. I'm gonna tell you why when we get to that point, which I hope is not that far. But this seems to be one of the side tunnels Isteron was talking about. You make note of the great big presence in this room for Isteron's map. I found a chamber full of great big beneath the east wall. But there doesn't seem to be any other quests in here. No quest items, nothing, so okay. This is 1, and we're missing 2. To the north and to the south, so we missed 1 on our way here. But I guess we can still explore it on our way back. So here is the main tunnel. Let us look for the southernmost passage. Which seems to be through here, and as you see here a few steps back, that is one of the entrances to these caves that Isteron also discovered. This seems to be one of the side passages, maybe? Yeah. You make note of the large orc presence for Eastern's map. Yeah, there is a chamber full of orcs. But once again, I don't see any like quest items in here, anything of interest. So what we're gonna do is go back to Isteron now. And you might also remember Isteron told us, before we go back to him, that he entered the cave through here to the southern entrance. This entrance will take us... okay. To the path between the Sutcrofts and the East Wall, which is something that I have explored, of course, but not too much. There are a couple of quests in that area, but not that many. Part of the reason why might be the fact that the East Wall is a low-level area for Rohan, and the Sutcrofts is the level cap area. You will find there enemies a level 83 and up. Yeah, it's not a good idea tumbling in there by mistake. Here we have this one that this entrance will take us closer to Parth Galen. Oh my god, and look! There are a lot of ornate caches in here. I'm not sure if I can. How close are they to each other? But yeah, it seems to be a great area just to gather some materials. Let us do that, and then we'll go back into the caves. Because a few days ago, I was watching one of Sagak's videos. He is another LOTRO YouTuber, and he is also a scholar, and he was talking about the hard time that he had maxing out tier 8 scholar, which is this one, isn't it? So yeah, from what he was saying, it seems this is one of the hardest scholar tiers to complete. I don't know, because I have never had a scholar before, but just in case, I want to gather as many materials as I can. Now, for the life of me, I cannot remember what video was it exactly in which he was discussing that. Otherwise, I would link it for you, but no, I can't remember which one was it. But anyway, we got a lot of ornate caches in here. This seems like a great place to come back to gather some materials. But for now, we'll need to go back into the cave, back to Isteron, and we still need to explore the northernmost passage anyway. So let us do that. The Underwall. I really like the name of it. Like many names in fantasy in general, not only Tolkien, but in general, they have this kind of simplicity, but at the same time this kind of poetic or even mythic resonance in their own simplicity. It's like you are creating language as you go. So that explains what some of these names are. This basic, like the Underworld in here, for example. And another one that I have always liked a lot is the Blackwater in Song of Ice and Fire. You make note of the Moria orc presence in this room of Eastern's map. Okay. Chamber full of orcs from Moria. Didn't expect to find you in here. We're a long way from Moria, so I guess I'll need to take care of you. So let us go back to Isteron, and as I was saying, yeah, this kind of names, the Underworld, the Blackwater, even Mount Doom, which is a name that gets a lot of flack by some people, but I like it because it tells you about that, about a time in which language was new and so many things were not yet named, that you could name them like this, like a description of what they are, and that would be a good name. So yeah, I do enjoy this kind of thing.
I have decided. I shall name this tunnel system the Underworld.
You see, that's what we were talking about. Isteron listens as you describe your painstaking exploration of the tunnel beneath the East Wall and its many side passages. After you are done speaking, the Lore Master's eyes light up. I have decided, Beriathan. I shall name this tunnel system the Underworld. Do you see why? It runs beneath the East Wall. Very clever, is it not?
Do you think you could pick some of those glowing flowers for me?
You mentioned glowing flowers in the corners of some of those side passages, Beriathan. I am very interested in those. Do you think you could pick some of them for me and bring them back? They may have useful properties. Isteron's attention wanders as he contemplates something. After a moment, he seems to notice you again. Glowing flowers. Glowers! Glowers, Beriathan! Glowers of the Underworld! Give me some of these glowers, friend, so I can study them. You will find them in the corners of the side passages you scouted earlier. Well, what can I tell you? I don't remember seeing the glowing flowers. But sure, we can go and look for them. But for the record, I don't think flowers is as good as a name as the Underworld. Glitter Shade, that's a name I dig. How many of these can we find in here? It would be nice if we could find them all in here so that we don't need to go back to the other side passages. Maybe, just maybe, we can do that. Oh, come on, I only need 2 more flowers. But it seems there are not in here. That is a shame. I will need to go to the other passages. And I think we'll complete this quest and get level 76. Seems likely. I just remembered something. I remembered on the release date of Riders of Rohan, I of course went straight into it. I always start the Rohan experience with the epic. I like that one better. And I remember now, as I was doing this section of the game, the Glitter Shade and the Underworld, I saw one guy in GLFF, because that was a long time ago, posting about just hitting level cap. I have never known, never understood, how can anyone hit level cap after just a few hours of the expansion being live. But there are people who can do it. Yeah, as I was doing the underworld, about to hit level 76, someone was already level 85, and I think it was a server first, I'm not sure. I don't remember the name of the guy. Back in the day when I was playing in Elendilmir, before the servers were merged. So yeah, I come from the Big E. That was my original home before I moved to Arkenstone. Well, I think Arkenstone is a great server. Every once in a while I do get nostalgic about the Big E. But it seems most of the people from Elendilmir came to Arkenstone as well, so... yeah, we're still home, anyway.
Well, these are just glister shade. Their only special property is that they glow.
We hand the glowing flowers to Isteron and he seems disappointed. Oh, these are just glitter shade. They are as common as the dirt in which they grow. Well, maybe not as common as that, but close to it. Their only special property is that they glow. They do absolutely nothing else. I suppose they are fine if you want to attract attention, but I have collected much more interesting things than this throughout my storied past. Thank you anyway, Beriathan, but one thing. I have noticed that you are not using the name Underworld for these tunnels, and I think you should. It is a good name and I would like you to use it. You can also call these flowers glowers, if you would like. Well, once again, I like Underworld, but there's no way I'm using flowers instead of Glitter Shade. Glitter Shade is a better name, Isteron, so I would actually invite you to reconsider.
I have determined from where these orcs came.
Awesome. 76. While you were away, I did some research and I have determined from where these orcs came. They are from Moria, deep beneath the Misty Mountains. According to conversations I overheard while examining the moss that grows down here in the underworlds, they came to this place by following a trail of some kind. I do not know what they were following, but it sounds like they skirted some elf woods. That has to be the golden wood I have heard so much about. It is no wonder that they avoided it, but I am surprised that they have come this far from Moria in pursuit of their prey. It is only right that these orcs be sent back to Moria. If you find one of their leaders, challenge him to combat, and defeat him to send a message to his underlings. Okay, that explains, of course, what the orcs of Moria are doing here. How did I miss that? But yeah. The orcs, part of the orcs that are pursuing the Company of the Ring in revenge. So it seems not all of them were defeated in Lothian. We'll need to do that now. We die. We have the Underworld Captain. You led us on a pretty chase, man, but now it's the end of the road for you, and me and my boys will bring you back to Moria in pieces. You were right to abandon your wizard on that bridge. You would have died with him if you had straight and fought instead of running away and hiding in the elf woods. But now we found you, and it is the end for you. You led us on a pretty chase, but now it is over. Well, I am flattered, really, but you got the wrong guy. You have defeated the Underworld Captain, back to Isteron. So yeah, you got the wrong guy. I know, of course, the man you're talking about. And this is kind of funny, nice, unintended. Because yes, I'm wearing this outfit in honor of Aragorn, of course. Told you that. Because Beriathan lost his Citadel guard gear, so he's using this one. So yeah, I can see why you would be confused. Like, come on, take a look at me. I mean, I understand if you mistake me for Aragorn. A common mistake. I don't blame you. I'm flattered once again. Honored. But yeah, you got the wrong guy.
You did it. That's a good job.
That is a job well done, Beriathan. You tell Isteron what the orcs said before the battle and the Lord Master shrugs. I do not know what he was talking about, Beriathan. Maybe he thought you were someone else? It does not matter now, I suppose. Thank you for all your help. I do not need anything else right now, so you can just let yourself out. The southernmost exit from the underworld should leave you right near the camp my companions established, if you would like to help them as you have helped me. So here we have this hat. These shoulders, or these... I'm kind of torn in between the gloves and the shoulders. Agility, power, little mastery. I don't like these shoulders particularly much, but I do like the helm motif they have on it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the shoulders.
You did it. That's a good job.
You have been a good help to me, it is true. What do you think, Mosey? Would Hestil welcome the aid of this man? She would? Then it's decided. You should go to Hestil's camp and see if you can help my friends with their problems. They do have a lot of problems. They're camped on Parth Galen, a grassy lawn to the southeast of here, by a small stream that runs from the large lake in the eastward. Okay, that's where we're going. So yeah, we were mistaken for someone of the Fellowship. Aragorn, most likely. That actually reminds me a sketch that Stephen Colbert ran a few years back. You might have even watched it. So in that sketch, he plays Aragorn, a lost twin brother, Gorn, and it has a lot of funny pieces. He even has Peter Jackson in it and everything. It's great. Stephen Colbert. I got to know the guy after watching a few episodes of The Late Show and hearing him ramble about Lord of the Rings. So I've been a fan ever since. And yeah, been reminded of him. So yeah, the real one, you're not the only one who can be mistaken for Aragorn. We're here, back outside the east wall. And praise to Eru, all these caches were have respawned, so we can get some extra materials. They are not dropping that much anyway, but there are so many of them that are still good. Because yeah, we will need a lot of those. 760 for proficiency, so that would mean 1520 for mastery, so more than 2000 XP to be able to master System Net Scholar. So yeah, we need a lot of this. Well, thankfully, East Rohan is huge. So I hope if we keep our eyes open, we will be able to find plenty of caches. And we also have Wildermore to go to, so crossing my fingers. And now it's time to go to Parth Galen. Take a look at this. Now we have come to the other side. Last episode we were right next to the Argonath. So yeah, take a look at the long way we've come through. This place is huge. It looks beautiful. It's an amazing area. And this gives you as well a taste of Rohan's ale, which is massive. You have come to the tree-clad slopes of Amonhen. Okay. Wrong path. Gotta go down over here. So yeah, this gives you an idea of how big Rohan truly is, especially considering that this area, the East Wall, was designed for you to do on foot. And war states are optional on this area because a lot of people, myself included, would come in here before getting their war state. So this place is huge, but it is still not as big as what we're gonna find once we come into Rohan proper. So once again, like usual, I mistook my way. Just need to find the stairs. I had come to the slopes of Amonhen. Just needed to find the stairs that went down from it to be able to reach Parth Galen. Let us try and do that. Okay, I see the stairs now. Oh, I cannot tell you how much am I anticipating coming to Amonhen. Would be the first time I come to Amonhen with my graphical settings all maxed out, and I'm really looking forward to it and to the view and everything. I don't think we will be able to make it to Amonhen on this episode. Hopefully on the next one, crossing my fingers once again. A discarded pack in the grass catches your eye. You have discovered the grassy lawn of Parth Galen beneath Amonhen. You have found the camp of Isteron's friends? Where? A discarded pack like that one there on the horizon? Because if that's the case, that's a little bit too soon for the quest to complete, but okay. No, wait. No, the discarded pack is for the epic, but I don't see it. Oh my god. Okay, we have unlocked the travel location. We're gonna find our milestone to this place. But wait a second then, because there was a discarded pack. It catched Beriathan's eye, but where is it? My god. Beriathan has a great eye. Well, not surprising considering his Numenorean heritage. But yeah, the pack is in here. We got the notification before crossing the stream, so yeah. Yeah, a really good catch. Okay, so here we have this discarded pack. I think we can do this today, so let us see. The power of the ring to corrupt can drive a wedge even into the stone chest of fellowships. Let us check this then. And get under the skin of Boromir.
Something happened to our mutual friends. The signs of it are everywhere in the East Wall. But did the danger come from without their number? Or within?
Okay, so here we are playing as Boromir. Really funny in here, the way in which he refers to the other members of the company in his mind. But the elf, the dwarf, Aragorn, of course, because, you know, Aragorn, the king, Frodo's servant, the halfling, and the other halfling. I can't say I played him too much on this one. Once again, Merry and Pippin, at least in the game, look very similar to each other. They are very hard to differentiate. So yeah, I don't play Boromir on this one, but the elf, the dwarf, really, Boromir. Oh yeah, wait a second in there. Picture of Boromir with the Argonauts on the background. Amazing. Let us go. I understand, Boromir, but you know the words of Gandalf. Though there be strength in Minas Tirith, it is not a strength that will avail us in the matter of Frodo's burden. If this were a contest that could be won by strength of arms, I would readily agree to go at once to your city. But I fear it is not. When Frodo returns, he will give us his decision, and we will do what we can to support him, will we not? Aragorn does not understand. My city needs the ring to survive. I believe we should go to Minas Tirith, Boromir. If it came to a vote, that would be my decision. You have told us of the enemy's desire to destroy Minas Tirith, and I think that is where we are most needed. But I will stand with Frodo, whatever his decision. The elf is a valuable companion, but his arrows are nothing compared to the power of the ring. Okay, so find Frodo, convince him to bring the ring to Minas Tirith. So we'll need to look him to the northwest. But oh god. Okay, so here we have Boromir. What do we have in here? Of course, the cloak that was given to him by Lady Galadriel. The belt as well. The horn, the shield. I really like the design for the cloak. I wish we could get something similar to it, but since we can't. Okay, we didn't need to make all the way to it. Here we are. You have found Frodo, but he has not seen you yet. Well, here we are, Frodo. You are very kind, Boromir, but I have seen no danger. If there are orcs about, they must remain on the other side of the river. I have simply been walking and thinking about what I must do, but it is not an easy decision to make. I know what I must do, but I am afraid. I know what I must do, but I am afraid to do it. Frodo has not yet made his decision. Perhaps he can be convinced. Let us try. Oh my god, Frodo, you are... What happened to you? You are not looking good. Well, I guess the entire company looks the same, but still. I know Minas Tirith is endangered, Boromir, but I cannot bring the ring there. You heard what Gandalf said at the council, and Elrond? My road lies to the east and to the fire. The ring cannot save Gondor. Its only power is the power to destroy. He is not listening. Elves and wizards have already filled his head with nonsense. Boromir, it is my burden and I will not give it to you. You are not yourself. The ring has influenced your words. Do not let it influence your actions as well. I have nothing more to say to you. He is a fool. He will doom us all. He will give the ring to Sauron. Boromir, no! The ring cannot save Gondor. It must be destroyed. Boromir, no, do not do this. Okay, you asked for it. No, the fool has doomed us all. Where are you? Where's on the halfling? Where has Frodo gone? Is he hiding here? Show yourself, Beriathan. Villain. Where is the ring? A pox on all hobbits. Where is the cowardly creature? He is not here. Where is the ring? Return to the anger passes like a sudden storm. You should return to the camp. Frodo is nowhere to be seen. Aragorn, I. Boromir, what have you done? You must divide into pairs and carefully. No, wait! Come back! There we have Boromir's tale. Really tragic one, of course. Now, what I do wonder is how exactly was Beriathan able to discern all this just by looking at a discarded pack? Because all the other session plays we've had so far, there is a framing device. There is someone else telling a story to you, but now it's just a pack and, well, some tracks in the dirt, but it's a mystery. Tracks in the dirt reveal a great number of running feet past this way. So we'll need to follow those tracks. Let us try and avoid that Uruk. No need to fight a guy. This other guy either. I don't think we can continue to avoid. Yeah, a great number of running feet past this way, but okay. I need to fight that guy at the very least. There's another track in the dirt here. Okay. Some more tracks over there. Here we are. You discovered a glade full of the Orcs. What happened here? Bodies of Orcs litter the ground of this glade, the site of a recent battle. The slain Uruk in the southern part of the glade catches your attention. Oh my god, a lot of things here.
If you come any closer, I will cut you.
I don't. The Uruk sputters, coughing up blood, and grits his teeth together. He tries to reach the blade lying nearby, but it is just out of his reach. You must be a friend of his. The one who did this. The Uruk laughs, a guttural sound, and coughs up more black blood. I'll make you a deal, man. Find one of my kind and take a bladder of grog from him. Bring it to me and I will tell you what happened here. Do it, Magat. or leave me to die, and you will never know what happened. The Uruk scowls, and I will know if it's been lying around next to a corpse, so bring me a fresh one. Okay, we have the corpse of an Uruk here. More tracks in the dirt. Ah, great number of running feet past this way, already know. Bloodstain on a tree. What do we have here? A dark stain discolors the bark of a solitary oak at the outskirts of a glade filled with the bodies of dead orcs. The sight of blood is unmistakable, but whose blood was it? And where did the wounded warrior go? Someone who has seen many battles in war might be able to shed some light on what happened here. Can I get the grog from this guy? Nope. Maybe this guy. Okay. Have the bladder of grog. It smells terrible, so here you go.
Give it. Give it here.
Not every day you find an Uruk like this. The dying Uruk takes a gulp from the grog and it seems to reinvigorate him. That did the trick. That's the stuff. You want to hear what happened here?
You want to know what happened here?
I was lying here, cut down in battle and left for dead. And an orc came running by and he just reached down and stole my purse of gold. I was too hurt to keep him from taking it. A pox on the maggot-faced slime. You track him down, man. He ran off to the southeast. He would want to find high ground. You'll know him by the scavenge and the mismatched armor he wears. Get my gold back. He laughs weakly. Only then will I tell you what else happened here. Yeah, of course you can do the session playing at any point, but I want to hear what this orc has to say. There's an elf arrow in here too. Okay, here we have the purse of gold, but we also have an elf arrow in here. Your eye is drawn to a curious sight, an arrow delicately made, finely crafted and prepared with obvious care. It is an arrow of Elmake, and as you study it, you wonder if there is anyone nearby who might be able to shed some light on how it came to be here. Clearly, its owner was fighting orcs, but where did his mysterious friend go? Okay, yeah, we're picking as many quests as we can. What do you have to say about this? We found it.
Can reach.
Well done. That orc now knows that Thurlook can reach even from the grave for his vengeance. Thurlook's laughter is interrupted by a fit of coughing, but he does not seem to mind. It feels good to have my gold again. No one steals from me. And lives, even if I must get vermin like you to carry out my will. But you wanted to hear the tale of what happened at this place? And now I will tell it to you.
This is the tale, and may it rot your innards slowly.
If you are a friend to he who decorated this glade, it will bring you no comfort. Thurlook bared his teeth in a grin. I was with Ugluk's company of Isengarders, and my orders were to capture halflings. Alive, unspoiled, and unsearched it was. I asked no questions, and no one with sense would have either. Orders was orders. We found 2 of the little worms. They bit, they did, and stabbed at us with sharp knives. Killed some of us, not far from here. But some of the boys picked them up. They struggled, but they had no strength. We made it to this glade when Thurlook's body is racked by another fit of coughing. Ugh.
We had to fight.
Once his coughing subsides, Thurlook continues with his account. He came charging out of the trees, a man possessed, his sword whirling around him in a wide arc. We had to fight. He killed many of us, and we had to retreat. We doubled back on him as he made his way down the hill, and in the company of many archers. Thurlook's laughter bubbles out of him noisily. He gave me this gash across my belly, and I fell here. I pretended to be dead. The warrior did not last much longer than that. He was still alive when his friends arrived, but Thurlook's breath has gone ragged, but he still has enough life to look up at you slyly. The warrior
had friends. A man, an elf, and a dwarf.
This warrior had friends with him, but they arrived too late to save him. Another man, an elf, and a dwarf. They were preparing to carry the warrior away when Thurlook grins. When Ugluk's boys circled around and slew them all. The elf loosed all of his arrows, see them all around, and the dwarf killed many, but it was no use. They joined their friend in death. That is my tale. Now, leave me to die. I am content. So that's his version of the story. But of course you cannot trust an orc to tell you the truth. We're gonna investigate this corpse and see what we can find about it. Boromir has been given a single charge by Aragorn. Save the hobbits.
Someone cut a mighty swath through the Orcs in the east wall, but was it enough to save our mutual friends from certain death?
Okay, so this fight is a little bit harder, so I want to take a look at what these skills do. Have some AoE, some single target. The hobbits need your help, Boromir. Thank you, Boromir. Okay, and here we have Pippin and Merry. They have their names back. Don't you worry, little ones. Am I gonna protect you, no matter what? Came out of the woods in that direction, Boromir, and it sounds like he was not alone. You are struck by the hobbit's suddenly fierce countenance. They look so much like children, yet you begin to see some of the resolve of which Gandalf spoke. We have to find Frodo, Boromir. If you had some cause in his disappearance, help us now and make it right. This way, we've got to find Frodo. Gondor! Die! You beasts! Another one in here. Do you think the orcs have found Frodo? It sounds like there are a lot of orcs in the woods, Boromir. Boromir, help! Oh yeah. Take that! Boromir, are you hurt? Mary, he does not look well. Don't you worry about me, Hobbit. You need aid. You must blow the horn of Gondor. The orcs seem endless. How can we hope to fight them all? We are not as strong as you, Boromir. Mary has shown them a thing or two, but I just cannot do it. I cannot fight anymore. There are just too many of them. Right, so this is something that comes from the book, yeah? At some point in the Two Towers, Pippin remembers Mary spelling a couple of orcs. So here we have that in action. Where is Strider? He must have heard the horn. Calm. You need to alert your allies. Blow the horn of Gondor once more. Okay. I don't think anyone's coming, Pip. But this fallen Uruk is barely alive, but the mark of the white hand on his armor is unmistakable. This, the halfling, he moans, his wounds bubbling painfully. These Uruks are here for Frodo. You have to stop them. Boromir! Oh no! Mary, come on, we have to go, Boromir. Pippin, I think this is it. Are you ready? I suppose, Mary. It is our turn to protect you now, Boromir. The Shire! Or Frodo! What an epic session play this was. The music, once again, it's great, but fighting wave after wave of orcs, I don't know, it hit especially hard this time, seeing Boromir's last stand and his attempt of redemption, his sacrifice. I don't know why, but many of the things I had already taken for granted, like when talking about Lord of the Rings, are getting to me once again, like the first time with Beriathan, and I don't know exactly what's causing it, but my god, does it feel great? Does it feel epic? And I know we've already taken longer than usual doing this, but I really wanted in this episode to contrast both sides of the story, Boromir and his fall, his attack on Frodo, and then his defense of the hobbits. And in the middle, of course, you have this who proclaims everybody died. But oh my god, they did such a great job with this part of the epic. And the session plays really help in selling this. So we had Frodo first, now we got 2 session plays as Boromir. And my god, what a session play it was. Blowing the Horn of Gondor. Amazing. I'm at a loss for words. And as you see here, there is a lot of things that we can still do, especially with the epic, but this episode I think is long enough already, so join me next time where we will continue investigating what happened to the Company of the Ring exactly, and we will of course help Isteron's company as well. For the time being, this has been today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.